Just because I'm wearing a tank top doesn't mean I'm lifting weights.
I was just giving credit where credit is due, and that is straight to your biceps. You can take a look at all the guys that Michael just talked about and who I was not fully listening to him on.
Triple shimmy. Got him.
And Fuentes, it's a grinder behind the back grab by Strowman, but can he get it there in time? Just barely.
We like to call them an egg Sammy here.
Oh, yeah. We definitely don't do that here.
Struck him out.
Paying homage to Tommy Lasorda.
The enthusiasm needs to get higher for that. It's hump day in baseball.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to SP Streamer Live. I'm your host, Michael Simione. You can follow me on Twitter at SP Streamer. For this morning's episode, we're just going to go over through the chart as usual. And then we're going to dive into Eduardo Rodriguez a little bit, just talk about Zach Davies a little bit as well, and, you know, what's going on with them and all that kind of stuff. If you're all watching, thank you. Appreciate it. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. It means a ton to us. And we're going to get going. So as you can see on the screen, we're waiting for a Fangraphs update. They have yet to update their system today. Typically, they're really good. Sometimes it doesn't happen until like 10 in the morning. Once in a blue moon, they'll happen. So we can't really update these stats. So basically, my picks and everything are going to be going off of yesterday's stats and like the pitchers and all that kind of stuff. So whatever. Anyway, so for today, Wade Miley, as we talked about yesterday, is going to be our shallow option. He is the only option you want to go with today. Small slate, not a lot of good matchups. Miley at San Diego. Again, San Diego has been struggling. Miley's been pitching well, so it makes a lot of sense. We were going with, there was someone else up top, and I had to drop them. I forgot who. We were going with someone else, but we were going with Caleb Smith, but he got pushed to tomorrow because Zach Gallen's back out of nowhere. That was crazy. So that leaves us with George Lopez, Michael King, Justin Dunn, Eli Morgan, and Matt Manning. All with tough matchups. I don't know. I'm going to just roll with George Lopez. He can weirdly have those good starts. So if you really want to just take a shot in the dark, George Lopez is your guy. As for tomorrow, again, a lot of things got moved around. It was going to be Fleming, but now with the Glasnow injury, it looks like they're going to be starting someone today or a bullpen game. I mean, tomorrow, they're not really sure, and then Fleming's going to go the day after. So he's got pushed as well. So we're going to end up going with Zach Davies, who we're about to talk about. I'll tell you a little bit why in a little while. But against Miami was hot, but now they've come back down. I'm not scared to really stream against them right now. Cueto's a good solid option as well for shallow leagues. Lucchesi, I'm going to roll with him. I was going with Cool, but I switched it to Lucchesi just because Washington continues to struggle. Lucchesi has been good. I just have to hope that he gets to 5 innings. They have been, putting him on a short leash. So, we're going to have to see there. But hopefully he could get there. It is on the road, too. He's better at home, but we'll see what he's got. I mean, he's been pitching pretty well. Washington's been playing pretty bad. So why not? If not, Cool's not a bad option. So is Tony Santillan. Wasn't blown away with what he did in his debut, but he gets the Padres, who have been struggling. And then Caleb Smith now gets the Dodgers, so you don't really want that. The rest of this is just kind of scary. You can't – I mean, Caprillian's good, but Yankees are hot. You can't trust Cobb, can't trust Seymour, can't trust Tyon, can't trust Urena. It's just a mess the rest of the way. So if it comes to like Velasquez and down, I don't think I'm touching it. As for the 19th, I'd love to see numbers here, but I can't really put them up. So we're going to kind of go off top of our head here. Gomber gets Milwaukee. If you're in a shallow league, he's still available. It makes a ton of sense to go with him. Like I said, Fleming got pushed out. He's going to start the actual game against Seattle. No brainer to stream against Seattle. They're just still so bad. Will Crow's interesting. I almost went with Will Crow because I talked about it. If he ends up going breaking ball heavy, that could be something. And his velocity was up in his last start. So that's intriguing, especially against a Cleveland offense that isn't very good. Boyd's always an option. And then I'm going to actually go with Patrick Sandoval as our deep league option against Detroit, just because he's been pitching so well. I mean, the 19.1 K walks great. The 19.0 swing strike percentage is insane. So if he could keep, getting those strikeouts and pitching well, I think you should keep throwing him out there. And he's a no-brainer. So that does it for the 19th. I'm going off the top of my head and stats from yesterday because I'm waiting for this Fangraphs update. So that's where we're going to roll for right now. It'll probably stick, honestly, once I fill this out. Okay, so the first pitcher we're going to talk about is Eduardo Rodriguez, and this is actually coming straight from our Discord. If you're not a member, I suggest joining. Just go to spstreamer.com. You'll see like a membership tab up top. In the Discord, we talk about things all the time. And what we have, one section in there is called mini deep dives. And it's basically on demand. Like you'll throw in a pitcher or a hitter or whatever, and I'll write like a couple paragraphs on them just to give you an overall perspective of them. So yesterday, someone threw in Eduardo Rodriguez. They asked for a mini deep dive on him in our Discord chat, just saying like what's going on with him. And I didn't realize how like his numbers or anything. I haven't looked at him lately. And I found him super interesting. So I decided to talk about him this morning. So he obviously took off 2020, had a really good breakout 2019, pitched 200 innings with a 3.81 ERA. Everything looked good, looked pretty solid. It's a matter of him staying healthy, right? So now we roll into 2021. The 6.2 ERA is horrendous, obviously. We all know this. What's crazy, though, is his xERA, which is basically based off contact, is 3.49. The FIP is 3.63, and the xFIP is 3.35. Now, the xFIP is really interesting to me because typically in the past 2 years, well, 3 years technically, the past 2 seasons, his home run per 9 has never been this high. And neither has his home run per fly ball. So xFIP basically takes home run rate, normalizes it to league level. I think that this can drop. And when this drops, that means his ERA is going to drop. And that's where I don't think we're going to see a mid-3 ERA at this point. Maybe like a high 3 to low 4. Maybe he could get there. And it's just because, he really hasn't changed, right? So look at 2019, his K walk was 16.1%. Now it's at 20.6%. The walk percentage is down. The strikeout rate is up. So he's trending the right way there. I forgot to mention real quick the BABIP, 380 BABIP, typically around 306. So again, a lot of bad luck too. I don't think those home runs are going to be as bad. The barrel rate is up, yes, but not dramatically. Especially from 2018 where he also had a good season. It's again, things look to be on the same level for him where, I feel like he's just not this bad of a pitcher. Rolling down to his plate discipline, his CSW is 28.2%. That's higher than 2019, higher than 2018, the highest of his career. The cold strikes are there. It's okay. The swing strikes are only 1% less. The only thing is, he's getting a lot more contact, but not too much compared to 2018 where he also pitched pretty well. So again, I was like trying to find a hole. I was like, where is he going wrong here? I did find one, which we're going to go into real quick. But everything looks to be on line with 2019 or 2018, both seasons where he had a sub 4 ERA. Positive regression, if that's really a right term, I don't know. It's going to happen. I feel like he only has room to improve moving forward. This is all good when you're looking at him. Now, the main issue with him is his four seam, in my opinion. The location. I know we've been talking about location a lot the past few pitchers that we've talked about in the morning. But look at this fastball location. So it's literally, he's obviously trying to go up with it, right? Clearly trying to go up in the zone. But when he's missing, he's not missing above. He's missing in the middle. I'd like to see him miss above, obviously. So, I mean, that's the worrisome there. So this is just looking at all of his pitches for the season, right? So you can, shift it over. So this is his four seam. And I mean, if you just highlight kind of the middle of the zone, so that's a lot of pitches right there. A lot in the middle of the zone. You could see there's a good amount of barrels when it comes to that. Yeah, I mean, it's just the location's just not great. Look at the WOBA on it. It's a 4.63 WOBA when left in the middle of the zone. So this is why he really needs to bring it up in the zone. It's just not good. The batting average is 351. That's clearly his weakness right now. It's just command. I didn't have time. I'd like to actually look at his game logs and see if maybe he's improved that at all recently. But as of right now, that's the only thing I can see he needs to fix. Otherwise, his pitches are pretty good. Again, pretty on par with his breakout seasons. I think he's going to get there. It's just a lot of bad luck. I think he's lining up some home runs that he shouldn't be. And yeah. So I think, even just look at this map right here. Like this was a home run where it probably shouldn't have been. Look at this home run. Just, I don't know. I think a lot of bad luck, but a lot of command issues as well when it comes to the forcing, because again, when he plants it in the middle here, you could see these bad stats right here, the 463 WOBA against it, the 351 batting average against it. I just want to see, when hitters are making contact, they're making quality contact. So that's something we want to say. But overall, again, I think he's going to be better, should be a decent pitcher. Hopefully he fixes his command moving forward, and we get the ERod that we all thought we could see. Plus, think about it. He took off an entire year. So coming back and performing really well right off the bat just isn't that great. And, if you drafted him, you should have expected something like this, a rough start. We're going to touch on Zach Davies now really quick. So he has a 4.01 ERA in 14 starts, right? Last season, a 2.73. The year before that, 3.55. His ERA indicators always show regression. That's just how it's going to be with him. But pitchers can overcome that. I always mention Julio Teheran. He did that for years. So yes, we love these numbers, but yes, they doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. Right. So again, Zach Davies, 4.01 ERA, right? Now let's look at his we're going to jump to the game log real quick. Look, since May 1st, look at his ERA. 1.86 ERA since May 1st, right? Everyone dumped him when he had that blow up against Atlanta. He had the blow up against Pittsburgh, right? But he has been ridiculous. The 1.86 ERA. Let's look at, going to advanced here. So the problem with him early on was the walk rate, right? 11.1% walk rate. You don't want that. He's dropped it to 9.2% since May 1st. So that's good. Trending the right way. And everything you want to see. Look at the FIP, 3.53 FIP. Doing everything you want right there since May 1st. Obviously, the strikeouts are a problem, right? And now the reason why I think he's somewhat valuable is because if you have a team right now that is just struggling in the ERA or WHIP category, I feel like if Davies is out there, he makes so much sense. He's not going to help you out in strikeouts, but look at the WHIP, 1.81. Whose team could of this been really helpful to? Everyone's, right? A 1.18 WHIP with the sub 2 ERA in the last month and a half. Anyone would take that. And he's been doing this consistently. He has consistently had ERAs under 4 for 2 seasons now. This season, he's trending the same way. So again, not a lot of strikeouts, but the ratios have been phenomenal. And if you're riding this and have been riding this, kudos to you, because a lot of people probably didn't see this coming. Now, the one thing I would like to see from him, and I think could help his strikeout rate, is using the changeup more. I wanted to look since May 1st to see if he was doing that. He was not. So I was like, okay, what about like the last 4 games? Still not really riding those fastball cutters. Again, I'd like to see the changeup more. And if you ask why, I bet none of you really realize that Zach Davies has one of the best changeups in the league. Contact, okay, not fantastic when people make contact with it, but look at these swing strike percentages. He has a 20.2 swing strike percentage on his changeup this year. And then look at the chase rates, 46.2, 45.9%. His changeup is really good. And always has been. I mean, look at these. These numbers are ridiculous. So one of the better changeups in the league, which a lot of people probably haven't realized, why he doesn't throw it more, I don't know. I guess he just realizes, I'm not going to chase strikeouts. Let me just chase for those really good ratios. And he just knows how to pair it really well with his fastballs. So obviously the sequencing is there. I can't really question it when the guy put up a sub-2 ERA in the last month and a half. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's a good pitcher, and I think sometimes we need to kind of realize this again. I know people are going to hate on him because not a lot of strikeouts, only has 1 game with 6 strikeouts. But everyone will take those ratios. You will take those ratios, no doubt. If he's on the waiver wire and you need help with ratios, go for points leagues. Doesn't really make sense, honestly. But other than that, if you're in roto or head-to-head and you just want someone to help you out in those categories, I think he makes a lot of sense. So that's Zach Davies for you. ERod, I think he's going to be better. So just keep holding on. Let's see what he does. If he could fix that 4-seam command, then that'll be huge. And then again, back to streaming, we got Wade Miley, George Lopez today. Don't do George Lopez, please. Just if Miley's out there, take him. If not, don't even stream. Zach Davies, which talked about him, gets Miami, who's been not as hot lately. Lucchesi going against Washington. A little scary, but Washington's been struggling. I may flip-flop this again. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I have to make a decision there. And then the day after, I really like Gomber against Milwaukee, Fleming against Seattle, and then Sandoval against Detroit because Sandoval's been pitching so well. So that's it. Thanks for everyone watching. Again, please follow, subscribe to us on Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at SPStreamer if you don't already, which I'm assuming you do. And we will be back here tomorrow morning. What's tomorrow? Friday? Yes. No stream Saturday. I have something to do all morning. I also have some family coming over, so I'm not going to be able to do it. But we will be back, obviously, again next week doing all the mornings as well. We're probably going to do this throughout the entire season. I haven't really thought about off season yet, but we'll see. So again, thank you to everyone who's consistently watching, which is amazing. I appreciate it, and we'll see you all tomorrow morning.